So we're up here at the TA up here at the 141, I believe it is, up here on top of Jellicoe. That's where I'm gonna stay at tonight. And this cop, the state trooper right here, just followed this guy in right here, and I'm not 100% sure. This car hauler right here parked right beside me, and now he's gonna block my view, but he is a Hispanic driver of some sort. So I don't know what's going to become of this. I don't know why he's getting stopped. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, just wanted, uh-oh, he's coming around here to the passenger side. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but he got that hat on straight. He looks like he means business. I don't think y'all can see him, but he just walked around to the, oh, there he goes. Oh, he's taking pictures. Oh Lord, he's taking pictures. I don't know what he's doing, but we're gonna crash here tonight. If anything becomes of this, I'll be sure to turn the camera on. If I see more state patrols running in here. I hope he can speak English. It didn't look like he was a very good English speaker whenever he drove by in front of me right here. He didn't look like English was his first language. So there might be some action here at the TA. I could stand for a good movie right now. Anywho, I'm gonna fiddle fart around here for a little bit. Actually, I got some mics. I got them wireless mics. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna mess around with them for a little bit and see if I can get them to connect to the GoPro or what the deal is. I'm kind of waiting on blue lights to come in here. I'm not 100% sure on like why he stopped him. I will say that when he pulled in here, his brakes were smoking very bad on his trailer. Like I thought the truck was on fire. He pulled in right here at the entrance right here, and it looked like his trailer was on fire. So this guy's got a pretty good looking ride for a company truck too. He's got the lights behind the step bar there on the side. Not a big fan of it, but to each his own. I'm not sure how that all works if you got it, because this bar right here, this little bar that runs in front of those lights are mounted on the back side of that bar. So if you ever have to change a tire, you got to slide that bar out to get the wheels off. So I don't know how he's got it wired up, or maybe he's got it on like a quick disconnect or something. So I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna shut her down, and we'll see y'all in the morning, unless you know, something happens right here 2 trucks down from me before I go to bed. If not, we'll catch up in the morning. Peace. Well, good morning, everybody. We just got unloaded. That was really, really quick. We got there about 5:20. It turns out my appointment was at 5 a.m. But you know how brokers are. If y'all deal with brokers, my broker told me it was at 6 a.m., which is usually they tell you it's earlier. But it was actually at 5 a.m. But it was no problem. I got there at about 5:20. I pulled out of there at 5:45. It's 5:52 right now, so heck yes. And I just cannot catch a break in this weather to get this ride washed. It was mist and rain on me earlier. Looking at the weather, I'm fixing to head up into Ohio. I got a load picking up in Knoxville down here going up to Ohio. And it looks like it's rain maybe, I think it's maybe later this evening or tomorrow or something. I don't know. I seen rain in the forecast, so I'm like, all that salt on the road and all that, plus the rain, it just ain't even no sense in it. So maybe I'll get back down to Florida soon, be able to get it washed. What was I gonna say? Oh, I am going down to the truck wash though, but it's to get my trailer washed out. I gotta get this chicken juice washed out of it. I'm picking up, I don't know exactly what it is, but food stuff, 34 degrees. It's not a frozen load. So, and it's going to Walmart, Sam's Club up there, so I got to deliver that tomorrow at 2 p.m. It's 370 miles or something, not far. Should be no problem. Just a nice, easy Friday, it sounds like. My pickup down here in Knoxville is not till 3 p.m. So I'm gonna go in early though. If they don't want to load me this early, I'll just go to bed or something. I don't. Boy, this road is something else right through here, boy. I'm right here on 75, right here where I delivered at was the first exit. If you're going north, it's the last exit before you get to Jellicoe, Jacksboro exit, Caryville, Jacksboro. And it's rough, but we're gonna ease on down here to the Blue Beacon truck wash and get this thing washed out, and then ride up through town to the delivery. I mean to the pickup. See what they want to do. See if they want to load me early or what. So we'll catch y'all somewhere around Knoxville, Tennessee here in a little bit. Bye. I'll see you. What up, guys? We just got loaded up here in Knoxville, K-Town, USA. And actually got loaded real early. It's only 11:14. My appointment to get loaded was at 3 p.m. So shit, it's all gravy, baby. This is definitely not going to be a strenuous day. It's going to be a nice, easy next couple days because my appointment 5 hours away is not till 2 p.m. So we'll find somewhere to hang out up there as close as we can get to our drop off up in Washington Courthouse, Ohio. And the way this weather's looking, it made me wish I would have washed my truck when I was down there this morning getting my trailer washed out, but it's supposed to rain up there where I'm going, so I just didn't want to waste some money. We up here and almost to where we're gonna hang out till tomorrow. I'm gonna hit this Flying J up here. I'm about 20 minutes from Walmart, Sam's Club, DC, and Washington Courthouse. So this is pretty much it. There ain't nothing else closer. I'm gonna stay up here till about noon tomorrow, somewhere around that, about noon, 12:30. I'm gonna ease into Walmart about 1 o'clock. I got that 2 o'clock appointment, so just been riding over here in this right lane today. Boy, it's traffic out here. Everybody going home for the holidays. It's just I haven't really been in a lot of traffic, but there has been a lot of traffic. You just stay over here in this right lane, mind your business, and get out there in that left lane trying to get somewhere. That's when you start hitting your brake lights. And sometimes it pays just to sit over here in this right line or right lane and sit over here and do your thing in the right lane. Come on. But it's been a pretty dreary day, man. It's I see some blue skies up there that's trying, but I don't think it's gonna do anything. I think it's gonna be cloudy like this for the next 2 or 3 days. So this is why I didn't stop and get my truck washed. It hasn't really rained a lot of light rain, a lot of just drizzle, wet roads, just, you know, enough to get your truck dirty if it was clean. So I made the right choice. I was gonna stay right here at this Love's, or the TA, but I would rather have a restaurant to sit down in. I'm gonna take the computer in, do a little editing and mess around a little bit. I need to come up with like on the video before this, I messed around with a new intro. I'm still gonna work on it a little bit. That was just something quick, but I need to come up with like a brand logo. So I'm gonna have some time to sit up here and brainstorm a little bit. Try to come up with something. So this is the exit I'll be getting off tomorrow to run down there to. Our GPS says I'm 16 miles from the DC off this exit right here. I don't know. I think this TA over here, it just had fast food in it. Or does it have an IHOP? Oh, it says, is it a Speedway now? Yeah, so no, there's the TA. If it had an IHOP in it, I would have stayed there. What's it got in it over there? Oh no. I'm gonna ease on up here anyway. Go up here to the Flying J, and that way I can take a shower. I got shower credit. And eat at Denny's. It's the lesser of two evils. Although if they would have had an IHOP back there, and they might have, I don't know for sure. I don't think it was in there. I looked on the Trucker Path app and I didn't see it on the TA when I clicked on it. It didn't say. That's gonna hurt my feelings though, because I like some IHOP. I like IHOP for breakfast. I'd rather have Denny's is more Denny's is more universal. Like you can eat dinner and breakfast. And I'm gonna be here till about noon, around 12:30 tomorrow. So I mean, I got loaded really early down there today. I wasn't supposed to load till 3 o'clock, so that would have put me getting up here about 9 or 10 tonight. So I'm early. I'd rather be early than running behind though. So that's what we're doing. We'll get up here and see if we can find us a good spot to camp in. like they're getting ready to build some big warehouse over there. Clearing the land for it. Here we are. Get in over here and get us a good spot. There should be plenty parking. Number one, it's a Friday. Oh yeah, there's plenty parking over there. Number one, it's a Friday, and on top of that, it's the Friday after Christmas, so looks like a ghost town over there. Unless I'm just seeing a bunch of reserved parking spots. I stopped up there at that TA last night, and I was like, oh man, they got all kinds of parking, which they did. But I actually ended up parking in a reserved spot. I asked that lady up front, I'm like, is anybody gonna bother me if I park in a reserved spot? I said, because the ground is nice and level. I don't want to roll out of my sleeper parking up there on that back row. She says, yeah, honey, go ahead. Ain't nobody gonna bother you tonight. So, probably end up going over there. I think there's a Sheetz over there. Probably get fuel over there in the morning, maybe. This place is dead, boy. Let's see what's going on in here. I'm assuming all those good parking spots right there in the front are reserved spots, if I had to guess. They're actually not reserved spots. I don't know if I want headlights shining in my truck. Let me just park down here somewhere. Definitely plenty parking. I was going to park in that front spot, man, but we actually might just go down here somewhere and park. I like parking where there's plenty room for the guy beside me to be able to get out without. See, those parking spots, I don't like parking on a hill. We're gonna park right here. No, we ain't neither. Those are reserved spots. Go figure. At least they got the reserved spots all the way in the back. That's pretty good. I'm not used to having this kind of choices. I don't usually strut around the truck stop parking lot like this, but I'm not used to having so many choices, you know. I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna park right here. Yeah, we're gonna swing around and park right here because it ain't gonna be too tight. Are these reserved right here? Actually, I changed my mind again. I'm gonna park over here because it's level and nobody can take my hood off. I mean, never say never, but they shouldn't anyway. Lord, boy, there's some big old holes right here. I'm gonna park right next 2 spots over from this covered wagon right here. That way I can pull straight out and everybody around me can pull straight out and everybody's happy. There we go, people. Level ground. That's the most important thing to me in parking in a truck stop is 2 things. One, try to find somewhere, because this truck's a little longer than most, so you kind of want to find somewhere where you ain't got to worry about, which I won't have to worry about it tonight here. Technically, the guy to my left right here, if there was somebody parked, he could make it out pretty good. But then you got people that park. You got people that park like on the end right here. But nice level parking. I'm gonna check the weather. I might end up actually moving, but that's a long ways to walk up there in the rain. Long ways to walk. Let me see if I got a line on my head here. This thing's a little tight. Alright, no line. So here we are. We're gonna camp out here for till it's about noon tomorrow, and then we'll get down there and get this load off and try to get a load going up into Wisconsin. We'll see what happens. I gotta get up there and go to our shop and get couple things done. So right now we are going to go inside and we're going to sit down and eat, because I have not eaten nothing really today besides I had a piece of pizza back in Knoxville, right there above Knoxville where I stopped at the Waggles. Had a piece of pizza up there, and it is really warm up here. It is 62 degrees right now up here in Ohio. It's pretty warm for this time of year. But anywho, I just want to check in with y'all. I'm gonna put this thing in shutdown mode and letting everything cool down a little bit. Let my oil temperature cool down a little bit. Turn the fan on, let her drop down, and then we're gonna shut it down and go into Denny. So we'll catch y'all later. I'm gonna get on up out of here. I'll see you. Good morning, peoples. We're still sitting here. We got about another hour or so. We moved up to the front. It's about 11 time is it? It's about 11. It's 20 after 11, so we're gonna leave here about 12 and stop and get fuel real quick. Fill up the reefer in the truck and head on down. But I was just gonna jump in and give y'all an update. I'm gonna insert some footage that I took with my cell phone, probably about right here. But as you've seen, so it appeared, from what I could gather, it was a father and his son, and I think he had his son to appear to be maybe 9 or 10, and then the father was probably in his 30s, maybe. And they were on their, from what I could gather, I don't know any facts, but from what I could gather, he was on his way back to wherever the mother lives to take their son back to her. And so he pulled in here at the he said he just pulled in to get gas, and when he pulled in, he noticed smoke coming from under his hood, so he opened his hood. And then once you supply air, that much air, to a source, it's going to flame up. So as soon as he opened the hood, it went into flames, and he ran into the truck stop and was like, "Somebody call 911, my car is on fire." And I looked outside and it was just smoking, but eventually it burst into flames. It was flames coming out from under the hood. I would say it was a fuel leak. I mean, because it was just, they went through about 4 fire extinguishers before the fire department got here, and man, they couldn't. They couldn't get it out. And fire department got here and got the water on it, and it went out. They got it put out, and it didn't burn the whole car down. It just really, they contained it to under the hood. I don't know. There's probably a lot of smoke damage to the inside of the car, because the father was like, all his stuff is in there. Please hurry up and put it out, this and that. He was going crazy. The little boy was inside the truck stop, and he was in there crying. Just a bad situation, man. I could, I think of the small things, like that boy's Christmas presents were probably in there that he just got. So, my thoughts and prayers are going out to them this morning. Feel bad for him. So now he's got to figure out a way to continue on his journey. I guess he'll get a rental car or something, but definitely put a little bit of a delay on his trip. So anywho, that's what's going on. We're fixing to head down here in a little while and see if we can get this off down here at Walmart. Maybe they're not too busy today. So, and then see where we go next. Just wanted to throw that in there. Throw that little update in there. That's about all that's happened today. So, alright, we'll catch y'all guys here whenever I figure out where I'm going next. Now, I see you. Well, we over here at Wally World, Sam's Distribution. I'm trying to prop this thing up on my dash. I don't know how well it's gonna work. We over here at Sam's Distribution, Walmart Sam's. Over here, we are in a door. You can see here we in a door. in the door, and they just put the I don't know if you can see that, probably not, but they just threw the red light on, and I hear them back there banging around. So we are getting unloaded. We got us a load to pick up over in Trotwood, Ohio. We were supposed to be going to Wisconsin, but I guess being on a Sunday, maybe the loads, there wasn't really a whole lot going up that way that would have made sense. So we're going to go down to back down to where we was just at, matter of fact, down to New Brockton, Alabama. So we got 3 drops. We got one in Gadsden, one in New Brockton, and one in Geneva. So we're gonna get that loaded up here in the morning and head south. Then maybe we can find us something. I never thought I would say maybe we could find something coming back up north, but I'm gonna say it this time. I'd rather run south and, you know, in that area, but I will say I don't care running up north. It's just this time of year, but you know, I will say that there's money to be made running up north, so it makes it better. And I've been lucky so far. I haven't got into really anything really bad weather. Been in a little bit of snow, but nothing major. So I've been lucky so far. So, or blessed, I guess, is more the term I should use. So, but anywho, I'm gonna shut this video down here. It's already gonna be about 30-40 minutes long, so unless I edit some stuff out of it. That guy looked like he was mad at the world, boy. But I'm gonna shut this one down here and probably post this one up. Today is Saturday. I have one scheduled to post Monday, I think. Or no, I have one to post tomorrow, I think, Sunday. So I'll probably post this one maybe Wednesday. I'll schedule it for maybe Wednesday. Maybe Monday, I don't know, we'll see. I might schedule it for Monday. That way, I'm trying to keep it where I'm pretty current with my videos instead of being a week or 2 out. I want to try to keep it current. So, you know. Anyway, I hope y'all have a good day. Thanks for watching. If you could, do me a big favor and hit that like and subscribe button. It helps the channel out, helps me to grow, helps me get my videos out there, and I'm still learning. It's definitely a learning process. It's a lot more goes into it than just making TikTok videos. And I am on TikTok also under the same name, On 18 Wheels. And I just started an Instagram, On 18 Wheels. Everything's On 18 Wheels except my Facebook. My Facebook is still under my name, but that's it. Appreciate it, guys, and we'll catch you on the next video. I'll see you.